You're about to post something on social media, but you delete it 3 times because you're overthinking what people will say. You want to speak up at work, but you stay silent. You dream of traveling alone, but you're worried about looking weird. Sound familiar? Your brain is wired to seek approval, but it's also wired to make you miserable. Here's how to rewire it. Most people think confidence means not caring what anyone thinks. That's wrong. The happiest people still care. They just care about the right opinions. Here's the truth. Your brain has an ancient alarm system that screams danger every time you might be judged. This system kept your ancestors alive when being rejected by the tribe meant death. But now, it's keeping you trapped. The first step to freedom is understanding this simple fact. 99% of people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge you as harshly as you think, that person at the gym. They're worried about their own form. Your coworkers? They're thinking about their own presentation. The stranger on the street? They forgot about you 3 seconds after you walked by. But knowing this isn't enough. You need to retrain your brain. Start with the 5 to 4 3 2 1 technique. When you feel that judgment fear creeping in, name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. This grounds you in reality instead of the imaginary courtroom in your head. Here's where it gets interesting. The people whose opinions actually matter, they want you to succeed. Real friends celebrate your wins, not tear you down. If someone gets upset because you're living your life, that tells you everything about them and nothing about you. There's a powerful exercise that changes everything. Write down the names of 5 people whose opinions truly matter to you. Not acquaintances, not random internet strangers, not even family members who constantly criticize, just 5 people who genuinely want the best for you. Now ask yourself, are these 5 people actually judging you for being authentic? Probably not. The magic happens when you realize that everyone else's opinion is just noise. That coworker who makes snide comments, they're dealing with their own insecurities. The family member who questions your choices, they're projecting their fears onto you. The strangers who might judge your outfit, they literally don't matter in your life story. But there's one more layer to this. The harshest judge isn't other people, it's you. You are your own worst critic. You replay conversations from 3 years ago. You imagine negative reactions that never happen. You create entire scenarios where people are talking about you behind your back. This internal judge is ruthless, and it's time to fire them. Replace that inner critic with an inner coach. When you catch yourself thinking, what will they think? Ask better questions instead. What do I think? What makes me happy? What feels right for me? This shift changes everything because you're no longer living for an imaginary audience. Here's something that will blow your mind. Most successful people started by disappointing someone. Steve Jobs disappointed his adoptive father by dropping out of college. Oprah disappointed her grandmother by moving to Nashville. J.K. Rowling disappointed everyone who said single mothers couldn't become millionaire authors. They chose their own approval over everyone else's expectations. The fastest way to stop caring about others' opinions is to get really busy building something you care about. When you're focused on your goals, your dreams, your growth, other people's thoughts become background noise. You don't have time to worry about judgment when you're busy creating the life you actually want. Here's your 30-day challenge to break free from the approval trap. Week 1. Do one small thing each day that you've been avoiding because of what others might think. Wear that colorful shirt. Speak up in one meeting. Post that picture without a filter. Week 2. Practice the power of no. Say no to at least 3 things you don't want to do, but would normally say yes to out of fear. No to plans that drain you. No to conversations that make you feel small. No to anything that goes against what you actually want. Week 3. Celebrate your wins publicly. Share something you're proud of without downplaying it. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Your success isn't an attack on anyone else's life. Week 4. Cut the feedback loop. Stop asking for opinions on decisions that are yours to make. Stop checking how many likes your posts get. Stop looking for validation in places where it doesn't matter. By day 30, something incredible happens. You realize that the people who matter are still there, and the people who don't matter, well, you stop noticing them altogether. But there's one final secret that changes everything. and most people never discover it. The final secret? The moment you stop needing everyone's approval is the exact moment you start getting it. People are drawn to authenticity like magnets. They respect boundaries. They admire confidence. The version of you that stops caring what others think becomes the version others actually want to be around.